Hey, this is Matthew with Retro Edge Tech, and just wanted to talk with you about a particular design decision on laptops. I've got an ASUS Republic of Gamers laptop right here, and it's not turning on. When I plug it in, it gets a charging indicator. It seems that power is getting to the laptop. There's no problem. It's just when you press the power button, or in this case, rather a key, it does not come on. So I wanted to show you that. Instead of being an actual, you can see that there. Instead of being an actual button that's separate, a separate device for turning on and off the laptop, you'll notice that this ASUS laptop has a key in the corner with the power symbol on, and that is the power button instead. Except it's wired as a key through the keyboard connector. There's no separate connector. When you press that key, it goes through the ribbon cable connector that all of the other keyboard keys go to. So this is a problem that it's not a separate device from the keyboard or a separate mechanism, because if anything goes wrong with the keyboard, if you spill something in the keyboard, if it gets wet, if there's some kind of short, if the keyboard itself gets damaged, if it stops working correctly, it can just not work at all. And where you'd expect to press the power button and you get power. Well, in this case, everything may be fine with the laptop, but something's wrong with the laptop's keyboard. The keyboard's shorting for some reason. Maybe something has failed. Maybe something's wrong with the ribbon cable. Maybe it got a little bit of water spilled in it, or liquid, or something sticky. In any case, that key is very vulnerable because it's just a part of the whole rest of the keyboard instead of being a separate mechanism. Now you might say, well, hey, those laptops that you think are so great, the ThinkPad T series, like the ThinkPad T420S that I was showing off earlier as a classic laptop that I really like, and I love the keyboard on that. The power button is built into the keyboard part. So when you replace the keyboard, it also includes the power button. The difference there is it's not a key. It's not a key like this is, where it's just the same type of pressure-sensitive thing that you would get with the rest of the keys. It is a separate button mechanism on the top. The other big difference is that on a ThinkPad keyboard, for say the T420, you can take out two screws, slide out the keyboard and pull it up, and then replace that whole keyboard. It's very easy. You can undo a keyboard and pull it out in probably just a few minutes. It doesn't take hardly any time at all. The ASUS laptops, this ASUS Republic of Gamers laptop that I haven't done this on this one, but I recently, actually just a couple weeks ago, did another repair on a different ASUS gaming laptop. Same issue. I think that the keyboard somehow got damaged, not exactly sure how, probably an accidental spill, liquid, sticky stuff, something, and just didn't turn on. So I ordered a part, had to ship it in from out of the country, and I tested it by, I didn't tear the whole thing apart, because unlike the ThinkPad T-Series keyboards, this one is riveted in with plastic rivets to the palm rest and is buried underneath all of the other components in the laptop, including the motherboard. So it takes a very long time to take apart. And then after you get it apart, you actually have to rip the keyboard out with the rivets, or use heat to kind of destroy the little plastic rivets and then pull the keyboard out. Well, I didn't want to do that before I knew whether or not the replacement keyboard power button would work or not. So I kind of held the keyboard in place and put it in the keyboard ribbon and kind of like jiggled the laptop and said, okay, I've got it here. And then I pressed the power key, and I can see, yes, it is turning on with the replacement keyboard, so that I knew that the one that was installed, the one that came in, was actually bad. And then I proceeded to tear the laptop apart. I didn't quite get the heat right with removing the laptop, so it was a bit of a mess. Next time I do it, I may be able to do it better. which unfortunately I might have to do with this one. The customer does want me to get a quote on that. The unfortunate part is, yeah, you really don't know until you get the replacement keyboard if it's even going to fix your problem, because there's no good way to test that because it's all in that ribbon cable. So very bad design decision to have the power button be just a regular key that goes in with the same connector as the keyboard. And more bad if the keyboard is not easily replaceable. So that's why the ThinkPad 2 series and a lot of other laptops, it's like, it's kind of forgivable because it's not that hard to replace the keyboard. You can do it without too much trouble, or you can test it in other ways. It's easier to test because, you know, if I have a ThinkPad powering up issue and I think it might be the power button, I can just pull out the keyboard quick, stick it in another one and test it and see, you know, with a known good one to say, oh, is that what it is or not? Where with these ASUS Republic of Gamers laptops, not the same story. Very, very difficult to repair. So I guess thing I'd like to impart to you is if you're looking to buy laptops, look to see how the power button is designed. Is it just a key on the keyboard, like these ASUS Republic of Gamers laptops or Chromebooks, or even the ThinkPads, you know, that's built into the key part, but, you know, but like I said, that's different. Or is it a separate mechanism that can be replaced or troubleshoot, be able to test to see what's wrong with it without having to replace a full keyboard or tear the laptop physically apart so drastically as these are. So just a little tip. This is Matthew with Retro Edge Tech. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you next time, or I guess you see me next time. Bye for now.